it was awesome to see. That kind of stuff just gives me so much hope for not only Bitcoin, but just in people. You know, it's one thing I've noticed within Bitcoin lately, not mostly with the comments in YouTube, checking Twitter, even Nostr. Bitcoiners have a very, very, I shouldn't say Bitcoiners, a lot of Bitcoiners have a very, very negative, very pessimistic view of the world and view of what's coming next. And it's kind of sad. And I don't know if there's any, you can't just post an article and say, here, don't be so pessimistic about things. It's just like a full, you kind of have to connect dots. You have to see the full picture and you have to be optimistic. And I think for me, that's the main thing in Bitcoin that I love most, is that before Bitcoin, I was very much that way too. I was probably in the darkest spot I've ever been in my life, in terms of it's the transition there, right? And I think there's a lot of people going through that right now, in terms of you see something, in the mainstream, and it kind of stuns you a bit, and you're like, what? And then you see somebody share another side of the story, and you're like, what is going on here? And so you start off with this, like, okay, you start questioning things a little bit. And it's very depressing. Once you're in that part of the journey itself, it's very depressing because you don't see any hope for it. You see all this negative stuff. You see all these politicians, Hollywood, music industry, big pharma, everything. You see that and you're like, okay, well, we're screwed. What can fix this? But then you find Bitcoin and you're like, okay, well, maybe we got a shot at this thing. So, but that, when you're stuck in there for a while, it's a tough place to be. It's a very depressing place. And unfortunately, there's even Bitcoiners who are still stuck in that place. And, I'm never going to change their mind, so I'm not going to exert any energy doing it. But that's kind of where we are right now.